morning, and it's Wednesday. I haven't done a Wednesday specials in a long time. Today's going to be an abbreviated one. We're going to be specializing in the dessert for today's lunch. Today's lunch is going to be a pot roast, which I have already started. It's in the crock pot, and it was put on at 4 o'clock this morning, so it should be ready by noontime. It was simple. I had about a 2 1/4 pound pot roast that I purchased. Put some olive oil on it, seasoned it up with salt and pepper and whatever seasoning I like on it, or you like. And then I took out my big iron skillet, fired the skillet up, and then I braised the meat. Got it a good braise on all corners, turn it to get everything braised up nice. Put it in the crock pot. My daughter bought me something to try, and I'm going to try it on this meal. It says savory pot roast seasoning mix. It's by Crock, called Crock Pot. And it's simple. All you do is mix 1 cup of water, they say, with the package. Put your vegetables in, and as I put my vegetables in, I put the meat in first, then I start with the onion, celery, and today I have some purple top turnip. We're going to try the purple top turnip. Then the carrots and the potatoes are the last ones, they go on the top. Mix that, put that mixture in, and I used beef stock instead of water for the one cup of liquid. So that is a little bit different. I poured that over, started at 4 o'clock this morning. That's on autopilot. Now for today's dessert, I'm going to try something. I have used Jiffy Mix before to make cornbread, excuse me. But today, we're going to do something a little bit different. What I have done, I'm going to take the 2 packages. I'm using 2 packages and doubling, so I'm doubling the liquids and the eggs and the milk that goes in here. We've got 2 packages of cornbread mix going in here. And I have already taken the liberty here to take the 2/3 of a cup of milk, which is required for a double batch of cornbread. I've taken that, a liberty, and today, just for the fun of it, I have this cultured buttermilk blend, which I keep in the fridge. It's a powder. I put 1 tablespoon of powdered buttermilk into the liquid here, and we'll see. I tried it before. I thought it came out really good, so I'm trying it again. Now, what else is going in here? Got a 1/4 cup of raisins, 1/4 cup of dried cranberries, and about a 1/4 cup of apple, which is about 1/2 of an apple. I diced it up really small. That's going to go in when we put it in. I have already oiled the pan up. The oven is at 399, so it's just about ready to take on some cornbread. So what I'm going to do is mix this up. I have the 2 eggs here that I'm going to add. I'm going to put them in with the milk just to get them mushed up a little bit. Come on. There we go. All right. I'm going to work on that a little bit before I put it in. Get the yolks broke. They're all going to get broke up in a minute when I work it over. Get everything blended nicely. All right. I think we have it. Be that. All right. In goes the liquid. Whoa there, boy. Get a grip on yourself there, son. Okay, let's get this mixed up a little bit. Yes, I like to use a whisk. I don't know what anybody else uses, but it seems to work for me. All right, They say you can leave a few lumps in there, it doesn't hurt. So I've given this a pretty good wackadoodle here. Now, everybody's going in. Alright, take the spatula and see if we can't sort of blend this in. Get a nice even mixture if possible. Oh my goodness. I'm hoping it's going to go good with some ice cream on the side today when we have lunch. Okay, we won't wear out the spatula. In it goes. All right. Don't waste any of the nectar of the gods here, the cornbread mix. Good to the very last drop. All right, the oven is ready. I have to take out my big old skillet that I leave in there all the time. Put that up here. And in goes the cornbread for approximately 20 minutes. Maybe a little bit longer. I'll keep checking it. So while I do South Senior checking out for the moment, we'll check back in when the cornbread's done. Okay, I'm back. It's in just about 15 minutes. I know it's not done yet, but I want to do a little bit to the top. So I have my trusty brush and I have some butter here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out. Hopefully without dumping it. Set it up here. And then I am going to generously do the top with butter. This nice piece, I'm just going to let it melt in. This is going to go back in probably for another 10 minutes. I know it's not fully cooked. I checked it with the trusty toothpick and indicated that it definitely needed a little bit more time. But it was a good time to, well, I'm thinking about it, put some butter on top. Yes, sir. Okay, that's got to go back in there or I'll have it drop down on me, so. In it goes. And I will keep an eye on it. Put the oven light here. And set my timer for another 10 minutes, but I'll check it well before then. Oh, I do South Senior checking out again. Well, I think it's about that time. About 6 minutes more. And I think we got it. You don't want to overdo it. Okay. I think I can get a good look at it there. I'm going to give it the test to see if we're in good shape here. Looking good. Looking good. We have product. Okay. So we're pretty much good till lunchtime now. Well, I do South Senior checking out. We'll be testing this out at lunchtime. Okay, we're getting up on 11:35. Oh, I really need to get into this so that I can get some of the broth out of the bottom. So, my intentions here to get some of these vegetables out so I can get at the meat. few veggies in there. Let's see if we can't get that meat out of there. All right. Let's see how we're doing with this, if it's going to start to come apart here. Yep. All right. My intention is to get some of this broth after I move this out of the way a little bit. And it's a little crowded here. I never had a large kitchen, but we do it what we got here. I have the burner on. I'm heating up the burner. My intention is to make some gravy with this if I can. I'm going to get out where I get the ladle out of there. So I'm going to take this juice and I will use that to make the gravy. Still got some veggies in there, so we will avoid putting those in if I can help it. I'm going to get the liquid. Okay, off. All right. I'm going to put some of that stuff back in there. I can shred that after. All right. Now come back here. Ah, I did it. All right. Put this back in. Keep it warm. Now, the cover back on. Okay, my burner is heating up. So I will try to get through this and see what happens. What I'd like to do here, I believe. Step out of the picture for a minute. I would like that broth vegetable free when I put it in, so I am going to try to extricate the veggies and save the juice. One piece. That's cool. All right. A little messy here at the moment. Everything will work out, I hope. All right. Some broth to make the gravy. I managed to make a mess here, which I will attempt to clean up. And I'm going to get going. My frying pan's getting a little bit ahead of me here, and I don't want that. I can help it. So, I shall move these plates out of the way, and I shall clean up my stuff, and we'll be back in business here. All right, get that out of the way. I have 1 cup of stems and pieces of diced portobello mushrooms. These are not fresh, they're canned Pennsylvania Dutch mushrooms. That's what I've got, so that's what I'm going to use. We got a cup of onions going in there, along with the cup of mushrooms. I'm going to reach in here and grab myself a knife. I'm going to use bacon fat. Oh yes, and I also have 2 cloves chopped up. We're going to put some bacon fat in here to cook this down. Alright, a little bit high already. I'm standing on the wrong place here. I know what's going to happen. I'm going to turn my pan on here. Alright, that'll be fine. Just got to wait a second here, let it down a little bit. Alright. Most everything is almost under control here. Not everything goes according to plan. Make the plan work here. I'm going to put a little bit of butter in it, probably about 2 teaspoons, or tablespoons I should say. In go the onions. Alright. We'll start sauteing them. Okay, I think we're back under control here. Didn't burn anything. The butter went in after to cool down a little bit, so we don't lose that. Light on the subject. Alright, I'm going to be sauteing these and I'm going to turn the camera off here for a little bit while I work on that. Okay, I'm back. Bring you up to date here a little bit. I tasted the broth and it was just a little bit too strong. So what I did is I doubled it with water. So I took what was there and then added half again with water, so that brought it up where it's be a little, it won't be overly spicy, but it'll do the job, give it the flavor. Or at least that's my plan. The onions are pretty well caramelized. We'll see what happens. I have never used canned mushrooms before. But we'll see. Alright, I'll work this down a little bit. I have some garlic that I'll be putting in shortly. These mushrooms down a little bit, pull some of the water out of them. I'll let them pull some of the flavor in, hopefully. Probably going to be a fairly thick gravy or sauce. We'll see. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I think. At 77, I probably don't have too many adventures left. Even though they are simple ones like cooking up a pot roast. While I'm cooking up this, I think I might mention it'd be nice if you happen to find my little YouTube channel and give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It really does help get more folks to look at it. The more subscribers I get, it tweaks the algorithm and we'll get out to more people. There's plenty of stuff on here besides cooking. There's music on there, there's artwork, instrument building, instrument repair. My little bit of everything. Alright, yeah, we're getting close. In went the garlic, 2 little cloves. It's not much, but just a little bit. And those are not going to take too long to get where they need to be. I don't want to burn them. I just want to get them to start releasing their aroma. Okay, the tricky part's going to be coming here pretty quick. One nice thing, if the gravy doesn't go right, you still have the meal. So this is just going to be a topping. Hopefully we have a pretty good success here. Alrighty now. Just going to drag out the operation on camera, which I hate to do. Bore people with me stirring food. I'm just about to where I want to put the flour in. Oh yes, I can smell the garlic. Here we go. Got a quarter cup of flour in here that I'm going to hopefully cook. Once it gets cooked a little bit, we're going to put the fluid to it and make the sauce. But I want to brown up that flour a little bit so it doesn't taste like flour when you give food. You want to cook it a little. Alright, this looks like hash right now. We'll just keep working a little bit. I'm going to put some juice to it pretty quick here. Okay, I'm going to take a chance and start. This will start thickening instantaneously. The heat way down now. Switch gears a little bit here. Get my whisk in action. Pardon me while I sit down. Whoop! My back is having its way with me today. Two of your brothers don't seem to heck it any happier. I'll sit down, I won't be so cranky. Alright, I see the camera's still rolling. You're going to give it a little bit more here. You can always make it a little thicker. Worst comes to worst, you can mix up a little batch of corn starch and water and add it. If you were to get it too watery, and that'll probably save you bacon. I have the burner on low. Everybody's interested. Alright. Pardon me, I do have to give it a check here. Oh, it's not bad. Maybe not super, not bad. Yeah, we're almost there for lunch, so the gravy is there. Push this off here. Turn the burner off. Let it simmer by itself here a little bit while I clean off the counter. I'm going to turn off the camera for a minute while I get reorganized, if that's possible. Okay, Paul is making himself a plate here. Getting the pot roast out, and we got the veggies here. And he can come over and scoop himself some gravy, if he likes, and that's what I'm going to do when I get to my point. Yeah. There's mushrooms and onions in the gravy. Excuse me, I don't want to knock you over.
No, that's quite all right.
A little heavy traffic right now, folks.
Yeah.
A couple old guys are hungry, so that happens, you know. lose you. Okay. Paul's taking his. I'm about to scoop myself up some veggies here. Onions or carrots. And I'm going to check out that purple top turnip. It's been a long time. I can't remember whether I liked it or not. It's been so long. All right. There we go. There's my plate. Nothing says nothing like gravy. All right. We shall be back when lunch is over. Boy, do so senior checking out. Okay, we got 2 thumbs up on the meal. Paul and I both enjoyed it. The gravy actually came out quite nice. Now we're gonna hopefully have some of this corn muffin with apples, cranberries, and raisins in it. See if I can't cut something out here. How do you like my unique way of cutting? This little spatula's got a nice edge on it. Does a pretty good job. What are the odds of those coming out of there, huh? Oh, well, wait a minute. There's one. How about that? And we will let you know just what this tastes like. Just to make you really want something like this, I'm getting out the heavy artillery here. Let's find my scoop. We have some Market Basket Premium Choice Cherry Amaretto. So, a scoop of that on the side here. And we're good to go for dessert. We will let you know how the cornbread tastes after we have consumed it. Lloyd Dussault Sr. checking out. Well, we're going to wrap this up. The roast was awesome. Everything was good. The purple top turnips came out fantastic, being as they were slow cooked. They were not bitter at all. They tasted really good. The cornbread, we both agree, it's really great with the bread, with the triple goodies in there with the cranberries, the raisins, and the apple. We enjoyed it, and the ice cream just made it even better. So if you want to make some cornbread for a dessert type cornbread, I think you'll find that recipe works fine. So Lloyd Dussault Sr., check it out, and resting up to clean up the dishes.